my instinct is always to do like jazz hands, jazz fingers when I'm waiting, like when I just turn the cameras on to start going live. I always just stand here and it's like either I'm running off to go change if I haven't already, or if I'm already in my outfit, I'll just stand here awkwardly and go like, jazz hands. That's just what I do sometimes. I was kind of dancing a little bit too. That's a new one. I was sitting here going like da 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 da. I'm very proud of myself. I was like perfectly on time. I literally stood up to go like tap on, and it was like as I hit the button, it rolled over from 10:59 to 11 a.m. So I am like amazingly, perfectly, exactly on time. So I'll take the win if I can. Good morning, Belinda. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, I am like, it's not as cold in here as it was last week when I was doing my live, which I'm very grateful for. It's still really cold here in Sherwood Park. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, and like last week was brutal. It was still like minus like 17, I think, on my drive here. So like it's not warm by any means, but compared to like the last couple of days when it was like super gross, like I'll take it. It's so weird because it was really nice on, was that Saturday when it just got like really warm out of nowhere, and then it just got super cold again. And I mean, I feel like this is the third year in a row now where we've had like a super nice January, like Christmas with like not very much snow and like decent weather. And then we have January with like where it might snow a little bit and then it melts right away and it's like really like springy feeling. And then February is just like freezing. And then March will get nice again, and then we'll have like one little cold snap in March. Like it's like, yeah, last year and the year before, I feel like we're both like that. And now this year again too. It's weird. It's like February is the new January, one of my coworkers said last week. And I'm like, yeah, that's totally it. Like we used to think that January, at least in, you know, like Western Canada and Canada in general, really, it's always been like, you know, like we have the dog days of summer. I feel like January is like the bear days of winter where you just want to like curl up and hibernate like a bear. I mean, I want to do that all winter anyways, but here we are. All right, anyways, enough of me rambling about weather. Fun fact, if you didn't know, I love weather. I considered getting a master's degree in meteorology and climatology and atmospheric sciences. I did not. But anyways, enough rambling about the weather. Good morning, everybody. My name is Michelle. I am the 3X model here at Lavender and Lace Boutique. I go live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is Alberta time if you are local to Alberta here. And I try on all of the plus size pieces that are launching of the week, or pieces that, even if they're not plus size on the label, still work for someone in a plus size body like myself. So if that is something that piques your interest, then tune in, because I'm going to start with the daily drops, which will be launching today at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then everything else is going to drop throughout the week. So with that, we might as well get started with this very beachy number that I'm wearing. Again, a little bit of a cognitive dissonance putting this on in February when it is so cold, but I was just looking through one of my Facebook friends' vacation pictures. Her and her family are in Mexico right now, so I'll just pretend I'm there with my friend Mary in Mexico, and this feels like it is absolutely perfect. And I guess, hey, if you are going to be going to Mexico anytime in the next like couple months, couple weeks here, or really anytime, this is fantastic. So this one here is the Sunsational Floral Smocked Bodice Jumpsuit in Black Floral Multi is the color. This one's going to be retailing for $89, and we have it in sizes small through 3X. True to size for this one, everyone took their usual, but we do suggest if you need to size up for length, you can. So Carrie can wear the medium or the large. The medium fits fine everywhere in terms of like body for her. It's just Carrie has a very long torso and long legs. She's just like more so it's the long legs. Sorry, I have them mixed up. Carrie has long legs, Christine has long torso. There we go. But just because her legs are so long, she found that she could size up to the large just to get a little bit more length to accommodate for that. But in terms of fit everywhere else, the medium did work for her. Melissa is in the 1X large. I am in the 3X large. And I will say that despite me also being long everywhere because I am so tall. Oh, I forgot to, I always say my measurements at the beginning of my lives. I am so sorry. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you for tuning in. So again, I'm the 3X model here at Lavender and Lace, so I typically wear a a 3X top and bottom. I wear an 18W in Judy Blues. And then for height reference, I am 6'1", which is why I'm saying despite me being long everywhere, I am 6'1". I'm very tall, so and I'm proportionally tall. I'm not just legs or torso. I'm just equally long everywhere. So that's why I was saying, like, despite me being long everywhere, I feel like the proportions of the bodysuit work for me because I am proportional, so I didn't have to worry about length, even though Carrie did find she could size up for length. For myself, that's not an issue, so I wouldn't find the need to size up. So if you are just tall, your usual size should be an issue. It's more so if you have long legs like Carrie, then you might want to consider sizing up just for length in the body. But for reference, like, the crotch is down here and my crotch is like a couple inches from there, so it's not like it's like all up in there getting familiar with my more intimate business. Like, I'm comfortable, I have room. There are also pockets in this jumpsuit. They're not super big pockets, they're a little bit flimsy, but enough that you could put, you know, like a hotel key card. Sometimes I just like get these headcanons in for like outfits. There was this one Dex outfit like months ago that I just decided it was like this like rich retired woman living in some beautiful like some balcony terrace apartment in Italy, and I was like, this whole story. I've just convinced myself that this outfit is for the beach in Mexico, apparently. So you can put your hotel key card in this pocket, maybe some drink vouchers if you're at an all-inclusive, but I guess you don't really need vouchers if it's all-inclusive. I've never stayed in an all-inclusive if it wasn't obvious. I've also never been to Mexico. But anyways, and this is really nice and flowy. This would also be really nice as a beach cover-up because it is such a nice, loose, flowy material. I'll get up close. So I'm in a mood today. I'm just silly and creative. So if there's like weird vibes come from my live, I'm sorry. Apparently, my coffee is kicking in a little bit extra today. But the top we have here for the bodice, it is smocked, and it's smocked all the way around. I always get like beach vibes whenever I see smocked things, and I love things with smocked tops because I find they're just like so accommodating size-wise, especially for me being someone who has a little bit of a smaller chest. For someone in a size 3X who usually wears like an 18 to 20, numerically 22 sometimes even in other brands. I wear a 44C/46B, like sister size. Like, I have a smaller chest, so sometimes things that are 3X will fit me. I need them to be wider in the shoulders because I have broad shoulders, but I have a smaller chest, and sometimes I'll just have too much fabric here. But because this is smocked, that is not an issue at all because it sucks right in. It also fits nice and snug all the way through the back as well, so there's going to be lots of room if you are someone who is larger chested. Like most folks have larger chests than I do in a size 3X. This is going to stretch to accommodate, absolutely no problem. The straps here are also adjustable ties. They are like fully two separate straps that you tie to secure. So that, again, that means that you're going to get a lot of adjustment if you need to have the straps a little bit longer to accommodate a larger chest, or if you're smaller chested, you can tighten them. You could also just get it to sit a little bit higher or lower if that's your preference. So lots of different ways. You could also play around with it. I haven't tried yet, and I'm not coordinated enough to try it on camera now, but if you wanted to get creative, you could probably find ways to like, I think they're long enough that you could like cross this front strap and this back strap and have them like X in the back. I think that would work. So lots of room to get creative. How is the torso length if I sit? Great, actually. I was just sitting on this couch earlier, sitting down, no problem. I still have, you know, it's not snug, it's not in the hips, and I don't feel like it's getting, you know, vacuumed up anywhere it doesn't need to be. I would sit cross-legged in this, but I actually, I just got some new tattoos on Friday, and I have a bandage here, so I can't like sit cross-legged because it'll pull on the second skin. But like, yeah, sitting, like flexibility in general, like walking around, moving, dancing, sitting, not a problem. I still have lots of room in the torso. That is an excellent question. It's like, I never understood why people sometimes when you're buying like dresses and stuff, they're always like, if there's a chair in the sitting room, like try sitting. I'm like, why? But no, it makes a massive difference, especially for something like a jumpsuit. So great question. All right, so again, this one is, I guess, like I mentioned, everyone is true to size, but Carrie could wear the medium or the large to size up for length just because of how long her legs are proportionally. And then the material for this one is a rayon cotton blend, and you can really tell that there is a pretty significant amount of cotton in this just because of how flowy and breathable it feels. So again, perfect for going to Mexico, I guess somewhere else equally tropical if that's your vibe. I mean, you could also wear it here too, just maybe not this month because people might give you some funny looks unless you're going to like a theme party or something. Hello, Carolyn. Good afternoon to you. So again, this is the Sensational Floral Smocked Bodice Jumpsuit in Black Floral Multi. This one's going to be retailing for $89. We have it in sizes small through 3X. True to size, potentially size up for length if you have a exceptionally long torso or legs. But if you're just like generally tall like myself, but you're still fairly proportional, this is not going to be an issue. I did not find the need to size up, whereas Carrie, having very long legs, did size up for length. But she also could wear the medium, and the medium fit everywhere else. It was just the length where she could wear the large. So yeah. All right, so that is the first piece for the Tuesday daily drop. I have 2 more tops and a jacket. Oh, and I also have, speaking of like beachy fun vibes, we have some cute little sandals that are gonna be launched today as well. I can't try these on because they are not in my size, because my giant 11 feet will not come in this. They don't come. We have them up in a 10. Sometimes I can get away with 10s. This specific pair is an 8, so it's definitely not gonna fit on my feet. So these are the Aubrey Leatherline Raffia sandals in white. And these ones are going to be retailing for $39. And we have them available in sizes 6 through 10 with half sizes of 6.5, 7.5, and 8.5. I really wish sizes, like there was like 10.5 because that's really like what I need sometimes, but nobody even makes that. They don't even make, you know, 9.5 most of the time. But they have this kind of like cool like wicker picnic basket kind of vibe, and then this white leather look trim here. These ones are quite a flat sandal. If I show them here, they have like a tiny little bit of lift on the heel, but there's not a lot of, there's like a little bit of cushion in the sole if I showed up, but not a ton. Just like there's a tiny bit of cushion here and maybe like the tiniest little bit of cushioning kind of here, but these are pretty flat, so they're not going to be the most supportive sandal, but for just like quickly slide on your feet to go run some errands, or just to kind of dress up a little outfit without having to, you know, deal with a bunch of straps or buttons or buckles, things like that. These are a really cute little option. So again, these are the Aubrey Leatherline Raffia sandals in white. These ones are going to be retailing for $39. They're launching today with the daily drop, and they are available in sizes 6 through 10 with half sizes for 6.5, 7.5, and 8.5. Okay, so again, like I said earlier, I have 2 tops and I have a jacket, but I don't have any pants. So we do have a pair of Risen jeans that are going to be launching tonight at 8 p.m. So I'm going to steal the pants from that drop to wear these other tops with. And then I'll just conveniently already have them on for when I need to talk about them next. So let me boogie on over to my rack and get that stuff ready. It'll probably be a bit of a shorter live today just because we don't have a ton of stuff here that's launching in Plus, but I have heard from a reliable source, aka the owners of this lovely establishment, that a lot of the Plus stuff they've ordered is expected to be arriving, a lot of it today and this week. So we have stuff on the way, it's just not here yet. So keep your fingers crossed that we will definitely have a bunch more Plus coming for spring. We were just waiting on some shipments that are supposed to be starting to arrive today, so that'll be fantastic. Okay. So again, the jeans, I'm just going to wait a moment. I'll talk about them in a bit because they are launching tonight. So I'll talk about the stuff that's launching at 1 p.m. first, and then I'll get to the jeans. So for now, I'll start with the top. This is, again, very like beachy summer vibes, which I am here for, to like mentally trick myself into thinking it's nicer out than it is. We've been getting a lot of like tops lately that have a lot of elastic in the sleeves, so you can wear them off the shoulder or you can wear them up like sleeves like this. You guys seem to really like it when I wear things off the shoulder, so I have been doing that for a lot of my photos just because I feel like it's good to show like different options of like how you can wear things, especially when there is different options. I'll always try to see like when the other girls are taking photos, I'll be like, okay, did they wear them down or up? Because I'll try to do something different so that we can show people as many options as possible. So I'm gonna wear this one off the sleeve, off the shoulder for now while I talk, but you can definitely wear it both ways. And again, you guys always tell me I look really nice when I wear tops like this. So that's definitely a good reason to feed my ego and continue to wear things like this. So again, this is the Hyacinth Floral Baby Doll Blouse in Blue Multi. This one's gonna be retailing for $62, and this one is available in sizes small through 3X. It is a 1X large for the kind of medium, or not medium, but like the mid-size, like XL versus 1XL. It is a 1X large for this top, and we all take our typical size for this one. So Christina's in the small, Carrie's in the medium, Melissa is in the 1X large, and I am in my typical 3X for this one. And this one is also 100% cotton. It is a stiffer cotton. I don't know if it's been starched or not, but it definitely has that more like rigid feel. I do suspect that once it's been washed a couple of times, I will lose a little bit of that stiffness, but it is definitely like a pressed cotton. It has a little bit more structure, which with a blouse like this, I think does it a lot of favors because it still has that fun flowiness in the sleeve, but the structure kind of makes it like poof out a little bit more, which I think is a really fun silhouette for this top. So for this top, obviously we have these like gorgeous blue-green colors, but it has, I'll get up close so that we can see that it has this elastic that runs all the way around the neckline, and we can see it kind of bunching here, and then it kind of flows out. But I like that it doesn't just like drape off the body. Like sometimes when you get an elastic, you could just kind of like hang off like that. Hello. Sorry, I have someone sneaking through and I'm just being nosy and saying hello. But I do like that it kind of does that crinkling and stuff, but again, because it's the more structured cotton, it's not just like hanging off, it kind of like glides and flows really nicely out from the body. And then if we get close, we can see that this elastic kind of stops at the sleeve, this like wider, it's almost like a smocked band of elastic, and then we get more of like your traditional elastic around the sleeve. And then if I turn around to the back, we can see that kind of like smocked elastic band continues in the back as well. So you're gonna get, like this top is really gonna stay in place nicely. This is one that you could probably, again, wear over a bathing suit really nicely because this elastic is gonna keep it in place. So even if you're not wearing something super supportive underneath, it's gonna like stay where it needs to and look really cute and keep its shape. So once again, this is the Hyacinth Floral Baby Doll Blouse in Blue Multi. This one's retailing for $62. This one is 100% cotton, and you can absolutely tell when you touch it, it is like a pressed cotton. Just feels like really structured. And then again, this one is going to be in sizes small through 3X with a 1X large as opposed to an extra large. And we all wear our typical sizes for this one. All right, I have a t-shirt and a denim jacket left. This is a denim jacket that I think I accidentally sneaked it in my live last week because I thought it was launching last Friday, and then upon closer inspection, it was a different Risen piece. It was like a denim like button down blouse, and that one only came small, medium, large, and maybe extra large, but it didn't come in plus. So I was like, oops, never mind, just pretend you didn't see that one because it's not happening yet, but now it is. So we can try that one on. Okay. So I've got the t-shirt and I've got the jacket here. There we go. So I might as well start with the jacket, which I usually like to do when I'm layering pieces because I can talk about it and then take it off and show off the piece underneath. So this is the Risen Sabrina Pocket Detailed Denim Jacket in medium wash. This one's retailing for $84, which I feel like is a really good price point for a Risen jacket. I feel like they're usually in more like the 90-100 range, so 80 is like, well, 84 seems like a great price. Small to 3X for this one, and that includes both an extra large and a 1X. I believe that's because Risen has kind of like their like straight sizing, which would be small through extra large, and then their plus size is 1X, 2X, 3X. For this one, Christine takes the small, Carrie wears the medium or the large, Melissa opts for the 1X for this one, and then I am opting for my usual 3X for this one. And I can see why this one, I will say, it's not tight in the shoulders, but if I try to like move it a little bit too much, I am getting a little bit of pull. It doesn't have like a firm shoulder seam in the front, and I think, although if you look here, like it seems like the shoulder seam should be here, so it should be wide enough in the shoulders, but I do find that if I try to do this, I am getting a little bit of kind of pulling in the shoulders, and because I have such broad shoulders, that makes sense. That being said, though, everywhere else in the jacket definitely seems like it has enough room. We do have the option for both a zipper and button closure. Both of them are able to close for me, so I'm able to zip up the jacket. We can see when I have it zipped up, it is a little bit, it's not fully, it's kind of like the Levi crop where it's like, if my hip is here, it's just a little bit above my my hip, but it's not quite as high as my natural waist, which is here. So it's cropped-ish, but it's not like super, super cropped, if that makes sense. It reminds me of like the classic like Levi's jacket fit. And then we have these really fun like jumbo pockets on the front. These are some practical pockets. We could definitely fit a lot of snacks, even some pizza pieces in here. That is an old joke for some of my regulars about having a pizza pocket or a pocket for snacks. You could definitely fit a lot of snacks in these pockets here, and they are definitely functional. My preference is definitely, I prefer to wear my denim jackets open, but because this one has a zipper instead of just buttons, I would definitely be like more encouraged to zip it up, because a lot of it's for convenience, and with having nails, I find buttons are a pain in the butt a lot of the time. I'll do a little rotate over to the back here, and we can see that those lines follow all the way down from the shoulders and continue down the entire back of the jacket. It definitely gives casual, like not quite like country vibes, but it's definitely giving like blue collar, like tough stuff kind of vibes, which I think is a really fun look for this jacket. So again, this is the Risen Sabrina pocket detailed denim jacket in the medium wash. This one's gonna be retailing for $84. Sizes small through 3X. True to size, but you could potentially size up a little bit if you do have broad shoulders, just because I do find that if my shoulders were any more broad, or if I had larger upper arms, I might have a little bit of an issue with moving around, but everywhere else, especially like in the body, fits great. So for most people, true to size for this one. I'm just checking the fit notes to see if we said anything else. Yeah, true to size for this one. All right, and then next is the t-shirt I have on underneath. So I'll go put the jacket away and we can get to that one. All right, so this is the Kaya round neck tee in classic blue. This one's retailing for $32. Size is small through 3X for this one. This one is another 100% cotton piece. This one is more kind of like your typical like jersey knit cotton, less like a pressed stiffer cotton like the blouse. This is exactly the kind of cotton you would expect for like just a really nice cotton t-shirt. So this one is true to size. Christine in the small, Carrie in the medium, Melissa takes the 1X, and I am in my usual 3X for this one. We had this one launch in white, I believe, either last week or 2 weeks ago, and then we had the one that was part modal, part cotton that launched. I think we had it in 2 shades last week. I love the cut of this t-shirt. I love the length because it is like, it's right at my natural hip. So again, it's not like cropped, but it's also not like longer or shorter. It's like a standard t-shirt length, or maybe just a little bit shorter. It's perfect for tucking in the front for a medium rise pair of jeans, or even like a high-waisted pair, because you're not getting like too much that you have to tuck in, and it's not hanging over too much. It's just like, it's a really good length for tucking. If you're like me and you like tying your shirts in the front, there's still enough that you can still do your little knot easily as well, but for tucking it is just perfect. I also really like the structure of the roll that we have in the sleeve here. It is tucked down in 3 different spots on the sleeve just to give it that structure, and then it is this the neck's just a little bit wider and a little bit more rounded than like a standard t-shirt crew neck, which is just a really nice detail. And again, the fact that it's 100% cotton, it just feels like a fantastic shirt. I think these are probably my favorite t-shirts that we've dropped in a long time. I'm a huge fan of these for sure, which, I mean, sometimes it's kind of weird to be like, oh, that's just a t-shirt, but like a good t-shirt is a good t-shirt, especially when it's something that you wear all the time. I feel like it's really really easy to tell the difference between an okay t-shirt and a great t-shirt, and a great t-shirt is just an amazing piece to have in your wardrobe. So again, this is the Kaya round neck tee in classic blue, $32 for this one, sizes small through 3X, and we all wear our typical sizes for this one. Okay, so that is it for today's daily drop that is going to be launching today at 11 a.m. or sorry, my live started at 11 a.m. 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's currently 11:25. I looked at the date or the time on my iPad and got confused. But so this one's gonna, all of the pieces that I've tried on today, plus the sandals, are launching today at 1 p.m. So in about an hour and a half. So again, that is the jumpsuit, the 2 tops, and the jacket. And as I mentioned earlier, the jeans I'm currently wearing are going to be launching this evening with an ampersand love story. But before I put that on, I just want to throw on one thing quick and mention one more thing. For those that missed out on the first round, we had the Shirley mesh top, the mesh long sleeve tops that dropped, and they were very, very popular, and I think they sold out like pretty dang quickly. And so we've ordered opened a pre-order for some of the I'm gonna say the other colors, but it's the 2 colors that we had already launched, and then there is a 3rd color which is a white with some cute little like love hearts on it. But I just wanted to, so I didn't get a chance to try these on last week, so we don't have any photos of me in them, so I just wanted to take this chance to show it off and to let everyone know that we do have the pre-order. It is currently open, and it is going to be open until 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. So today at 5 p.m. Alberta time is when the pre-order is open to. If you go on to the Facebook page, I think we've posted it on both Boutique's page and the Insiders page, and I think there might be a post on Instagram as well. You'll be able to find the Shirley pre-order, and I think if you go to the app under new arrivals, there should be a listing as well for the pre-order for the Shirley mesh tops. Again, it is a pre-order, which means we don't have them in stock currently. We did sell out of the ones we do have in stock currently, so they will take a little while to get here, so they're not going to be shipping out in the next couple of days, but that way you can at least guarantee that you're going to get one. So this is one of the Shirley mesh tops. This is in the 3X. I just wanted to show off how it looks on me. So it is like closer to the body, but it's not like skin tight on me. I still have room in the sleeves. The sleeves are a really nice length on me. I always do like stick my arms out while I'm standing in the middle of the camera and realize, oh wait, I'm long or tall and have long arms. You probably can't see that. So we can see that there is still like sleeve up past my wrist. The sleeves are a good length. It's not too bulky on the sides here. I do also have a 2X to try on as well, in case you wanted to layer it under t-shirts and stuff, and you wanted to see how sizing down would look. I could do that too. Thank you, Melissa. Right, this is definitely giving, like, I feel like it's very like Alanis Morissette, like grunge vibes with, I've got my kind of like grungier cool toned lipstick and the glasses and stuff. Thank you. And yeah, like a lot of the launches today and some of the other stuff I tried on is like super 90s coded, and I'm so here for it. But let me go try on. I have the other color that we had previously as well, and I'm gonna try that one on in the 2X just so we can see the difference, because I can wear both very comfortably. It just kind of depends on the vibe that you want to go for. And even if you were planning to layer it under t-shirts and stuff, like I could still do that with the 3X, absolutely no problem. It's not like it's bulky or large or anything like that, and it's going to cause issues like under another shirt. But for myself personally, like this is a style that I do quite often in my personal life, is I'll layer a mesh shirt like this underneath of a t-shirt so that I get that double layered sleeve effect. It's pretty rare for me to wear a shirt like this on its own. So for myself personally, I would probably opt for the 2X, just because at this point it is a little bit more bodycon. I still have lots of stretch. It's not like it's squeezing or suffocating me. It's not tight in the arms or anything. We can see though that when I stretch my arm out, I have a little bit less room in the arms, but there is still definitely like, it's not too tight or anything like that. And for me, if I wanted to like tuck this into pants, it's going to be a little bit easier just because it is kind of sitting really close and nice on the body when I wear the 2X. So for these ones, I can wear either the 2X or the 3X very comfortably. It just kind of depends on what kind of vibe you want to go for and if you plan on layering it. under things or just kind of wearing it on its own. They both work for me. So again, these are currently for pre-order. We have the 2 colors I tried on, and then the 3rd color is kind of like an ivory white with some little hearts all over it. There's kind of like a burgundy and like a teal colored heart. So really, really cute. And again, that pre-order is currently open, and it will be open until 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. So 5 p.m. Alberta time. So in like 5.5 hours. So get on that. Don't miss out, because these are friggin' adorable. I was so excited. I was up a little late last night, and at like, I'm pretty sure it was like midnight when I placed the order for I want the Love Heart one for myself. So I like pre-ordered it, and even though I hadn't tried them on yet, I was like, I know I need that. And I definitely made the right choice. Okay, so now that we have done that, let me just go back to, today is the 11th. We have an outfit drop happening tonight. Like I said, we have the jeans that I'm wearing and the ampersand Love Story in black. So I will pop that on, and then we can talk about them. I know people have been asking, because the Love Story hoodies are probably one of the like most popular ampersand, and not even just ampersand, like it's probably one of the most like popular pieces we've just ever had ever. Like they've been crazy, like every single color that we've come out with, people have gone absolutely feral for, myself included. I own 3 of them. I own the light gray heathered one. That was the first one that we launched, and it was a pre-order. I think there was like a few people got to have them like with the initial, and then we pre-ordered them. And then we had the black and the purple came out, and those are my 2 favorite colors, so I lost my mind. Then we had the pink, and then we had the blue. Like just, they've all been incredible sellers, and everybody loves them and can't get enough of them, myself included, because I have, like I said, the gray, the pink, and the black. So I was lucky enough that the first time that the black ones came around, I managed to snag one for myself. But now they are coming back again, so I really hope that anyone who missed out the first time gets an opportunity to snatch one of these bad boys up. So this, as I'm sure we already all know, this is the ampersand University hoodie Love Story in black. This one is going to be retailing for $82, which is the typical price for the University pullovers and hoodies. Sizes extra small to 3X. We all wear our typical ampersand sizes in this one. So Christine takes the extra small, carries in the medium, Melissa wears the extra large, and I myself am in the 3X. I could probably get away with a 2X if I'm being honest. It would fit a little bit closer to the body, kind of like a double hood type style, but I prefer to have it be a little bit more loose and slouchy. So all of mine that I've purchased myself, I've purchased in my usual 3X, and that is what I am wearing currently. I don't need to elaborate too much on this one because we all know and love it. We know about the gorgeous floral lace on the sleeves. This one's super comfortable when it's that time of year when it starts to warm up, but it's not quite warm enough to like not have a thicker layer on, because these little holes are actually really breathable. They vent really well. So I really like wearing this in the office because, I mean, this week is a bad example because yesterday was so cold in my office. I was literally wearing a blanket and had to like, because it was so cold, but that's just because of how cold it was outside as well. But I like this in the spring in the office because I find that in the mornings it's cold, but then in the afternoons it gets a little bit too warm, and instead of having to like take on a hoodie and take it off and take it on and take it off, with the Love Story, because it's kind of ventilated through the arms, I can just kind of leave it on and it's great. So super, super fun. So another person, yeah, Breen has 3 of them as well. Yeah, the lilac, the black, I have to say, is my favorite. I definitely get the most wear out of the black, but because I am still, you know, 15-year-old emo Michelle just drives 32-year-old professional adult Michelle's brain a lot of the time. So of course black is the majority of my wardrobe. So that one is the one I get the most wear of, but I do wear all 3 of them and I wear them a lot, and I get compliments on them all the time. So again, the ampersand University hoodie Love Story in black is going to be launching tonight at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sizes extra small to 3X. Everyone wears their true size, $82. And because it is an outfit launch, we are watching them with these Risen jeans that I'm currently wearing. These are the Alberts, and in other words, the Risen jeans high-rise crop straight frayed hem. These ones, I do not have the price. I was gonna say they're retailing for $0, but that's not correct. We just don't have the price on them yet. I'm gonna guess they're in like the 80s to 90s. It's typical like Risen Jean price. And these ones are gonna be available in sizes 0 through 15 for the straight sizes, and then 1X, 2X, and 3X for the plus sizes, which is pretty typical for Risen jeans. These ones are also pretty stretchy and comfy. So I have the 3X on here. You can see I still have a decent amount of wriggle room. So if you are so I'm typically a Judy Blue 18. If you are a Judy Blue 20, these are gonna fit you just perfectly as well. And honestly, depending on where you carry your weight, a 22 in Judy Blues can probably wear these pretty easily as well, just because there is so much stretch. I did try the 2X on and they do fit, but I did find that they were just maybe a little bit snug in the waist here. So my preference would definitely be for the 3X still, but if you are a 16W in Judy Blues, I definitely think at that point, the 2X is gonna be your choice in the Risen jeans for sure. And like, it's one of those things, I have a pair of Risen jeans that I bought in a 3X that fit similar to this, and now that I've worn them and washed them a few times, I almost wish that they're the ones that are like the wide leg flares that were super long, the only pair of wide leg jeans that have actually been like long enough for me. Of course I bought them. I almost wish I bought those in a 2X, because now that they have worn in a little bit, they're not like loose, like falling down, but they definitely are a little bit looser than they were when I bought them. So that is something to consider, that if you're kind of right on the borderline like me, you might want to order the 2X, knowing that they will relax a little bit as they age. But if it's one of those things where you're not planning on wearing them a ton, like I've worn those jeans a ton, if they're not ones that you're going to be wearing like 2 or 3 times a week every week, true to size for these ones. Although Carrie and Christine did find them a little bit on the stretchy side as well, which is why they gave me the 2X to try. So Christine typically takes a 5 in Risen and she opted for the 3. Carrie takes a 9 to 11 and she opted for the 9. Melissa opted for the 1X, and then I am in the 3X. These ones have a lot of fun details as well. As we can see, there's this really cool, like super dramatic effect with the wash here, like because of how it was like wrinkled during the dye process. There's a lot of fading and stuff around the pockets. We have minimal amounts of physical distressing. There's a little bit on the pocket here. There's like a tiny bit on the thigh down here. If I turn around on the back, I think there's just a couple little spots on the back pockets. But mostly the physical distressing is maintained to just those small areas. And then, of course, because they are a frayed hem, the bottom of the jean is raw and will continue to fray and get more lived in and grungy looking, and like that kind of rocker rough vibe as you continue to wear them. So again, these are the Alberts, or as I like to call them, the Risen jeans high-rise crop straight frayed hems, not fried hems. Fried ham, that would be delicious. I just had breakfast, I don't know why I'm hungry. Anyways, again, I'm in a weird mood today, I'm sorry everyone. So these are the Alberts from Risen jeans. Again, they're available in sizes 0 through 15, 1X, 2X, and 3X for plus sizes. We do find that these ones are a little bit more stretchy, so you could probably size down one from your usual Risen size, or if you're between sizes, you can opt for the smaller one. Even myself, who typically wears a 3X in Risen, I'm like right on the borderline between being in the 3X and the 2X. I do find that just like right off the hanger, I still prefer the 3X, but as they get more like lived in, that might change. So again, that's just for me personally. I am very hard on jeans when I do own them, because I will hyperfixate on a specific pair and wear it for like 3 days a week for like 2 months, and then it gets hung up, and then I will wear it again for like 6 months, and then I'll find it and just wear it. But anyways. All right, so these 2 pieces, again, are gonna be launching tonight at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We have a busy Monday. Like, I'm 40 minutes into my life and I'm still on, or I guess Tuesday, and I'm still on Tuesday, but the rest of the week should go by fairly quickly, especially if I stop yapping quite so much. So with that, let us move on to Wednesday. What do we have for Wednesday? It's a lot of jeans this week and not a lot of tops, so you might be seeing me in the same tops for a while and just changing pants. So just to give you a fair warning. So yes, so for Wednesday, the only option I have is a pair of pants, so I'm gonna put those on. And just so I don't cook as I keep trying stuff on, I am gonna change back into the blue t-shirt that launches today, just because I feel like it's also going to be easier to see the jeans themselves that way too, as opposed to wearing a big hoodie. Also, my hair is likely to get progressively crazier as the live goes on, just because it's very, very dry in here. I mean, it's dry everywhere right now, but things are very staticky, and my hair is definitely noticing. So if you see my hair start to go a little bit Albert Einstein, we're just rolling with it. Okay. Just gonna grab some coffee. Okay. So like I said, for the Wednesday daily drop, the only thing for plus that I have right now is this pair of cropped wide leg jeans. So these are the Jethros from Judy Blue, or the high-rise cropped wide leg mid-wash. So these are available in the full Judy size range. We have from 0 through 15 for the standard sizes. And then for plus size, we have 14W through 24W. I am wearing my typical 18W in these jeans. Everyone else took their typical size. Christine is in the 3, Carrie is in the 9, I'm in my 18, and then Melissa, I guess everyone didn't take their typical, because Melissa can wear the 14W or the 15. It's kind of borderline for these ones for her, so she could kind of go with either or. I would say it probably depends on where you carry your weight. For these ones, I would say the limiting factor is the waist. They're a little bit snug in the waist compared to other Judy Blue styles. They're not like snug, like not enough that I would say it affects the sizing too much, like because I tend to have to, if I'm going to size up for anything, it's usually for my waist. I'm still in my usual 18, no problem. It is a little bit more snug, but it's not like muffin topping me. It's not uncomfortably snug. It's not choking me, nothing like that. So, so I would assume that because Melissa tends to, I'm a little bit more like straight proportion, whereas Melissa has a little bit more of an hourglass. So she's probably able to size down just to fit in like everywhere else probably fit a little bit better, and then her waist not being her limiting measurement. Just, yeah. But anyways, I don't actually know. I'm sure Melissa can tell you more when she is here on Thursday to confirm. But yeah, so everyone for the most part wore their typical size, but Melissa was able to go with her usual 14W or the 15 in the straight size for these ones. So these are described as a cropped wide leg. On me, they are definitely less of a crop and more of a full-on capri, but again, I'm 6'1", I'm very tall. I typically wear like a 34 to 35 inch inseam in jeans, and these are most certainly not that. So on someone like Christine, they're going to be more of like a crop, but if you are tall like myself, these are going to be more of a capri. That being said, I feel like we haven't seen a lot of wide leg capris in general, so I feel like this is still a really fun option. They have kind of like a cargo jean vibe. I wouldn't call them full-on cargo jeans, because to me, to be a cargo, you need to have like the side pocket, especially one with like a flap, but they do have like elements of that because we do have these kind of square like carpenter shaped pockets, and they are really nice deep pockets too, which is something we don't usually get as women. So having a women cut jean with such deep front pockets is pretty amazing. Like you could fit like an iPad, like not like a full-size iPad, but like an iPad mini in here for sure. Like that's amazing. And then we do have the back pockets as well, which are even deep for back pockets. So lots of functionality here. And then they are this medium wash, a decent amount of whiskering on the front and fading on the thighs, but no physical distressing. It is all just in the wash for the jeans themselves on these ones. So again, these are the Judy Blue high-rise cropped wide leg mid-wash, aka the Jethros. These ones are retailing for $94, sizes 0 through 24W. We all took our usual Judy Blue sizes. Melissa was able to go with her usual size or even size down to a standard 15 for this pair. But other than that, typical sizes, and $94. So again, these ones are launching on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. These are the only, I keep doing this, sorry, I'm very repetitive motions. But this is the only piece from the Wednesday daily drop that is available in Plus. Now with that, we're moving on to the Dex launch. We have 3 pieces that are available in Dex. We've got kind of a, like a upscale loungewear type set, and then there is also a blouse that is going to be launching. For some reason it's not on my rack anymore, but I did wear the 2X in that blouse. We did get photos of me in it, so when it goes live there'll be photos of me on the website if you are curious how it looks on me. I did wear my 2X that I typically wear in Dex and everything was well and good there, but I don't have it to try on today, which is okay because I've been yapping a lot, so maybe it's for the best. But I do have the kind of like upscale lounge set from Dex that is available in the full size range, so I'm going to put that on and be right back. Okay, here we go. So see what I mean when I say it's like comfy lounge set, but like upscale, right? So these are 2 separate pieces. They're both from Dex. So we have the Dylan flowy wide leg pants in taupe, and then we have the Zarina textured top also in taupe. So I'll start with the top. So this is the Zarina textured top in taupe. This one's going to be retailing for $60, and it's in the full Dex size range, so extra small through 2X. And of course that includes all the like middle sizes, the extra large, the X, and the 1X. I think everyone is aware at this point because it's been several months now, but Dex no longer makes a 3X, but I found that a lot of the 2X pieces actually do still work for me, so I still try on and show off the 2X pieces when they do work, which I think it's been a long time since we've had a piece that did not work for me in 2X, so just something to keep in mind. So for this top, everyone is in their typical Dex size. So Christine's in the extra small, Carrie takes the medium, Melissa is in the X, and I am in the 2X for this one. And for the material, it is a poly spandex blend. It is the same material, top and bottom. It feels like the material is maybe a little bit thinner on the pants just to give it a little bit more flow and movement, whereas it's maybe like doubled up on the top just to give it a little bit more structure. Yeah, so I'll get up close so we can see how the texture looks itself. It kind of has that like, remember those shirts that would kind of like shrink down and stuff? It's not that like same, like it's got more of its own structure and pattern than that, but just because it's got these kind of like cross hatches and there's a lot of stretch like both ways directionally within those cross hatches, which makes these like very accommodating size wise. So because of that, I feel like these you would be able to either size up or size down pretty easily in this top and still get away with it, because the way that these kind of like little pockets of fabric have a lot of elasticity, it kind of stretches really nicely in all ways and then comes right back to its shape. So it's going to be able to accommodate a lot of different sizes. It does have these, they're not quite like a cap sleeve, but they're definitely like on the shorter end in terms of sleeves. And then we do have like a typical rounded crew neck. And then the length, it's very similar to the Kaya t-shirts where it's kind of just above my, my hip right here. So it's not quite cropped, but it's also not like long either. Just a really nice length that is hitting. And then that same kind of texture is all the way through. And then same thing with the pants. It's got that same kind of knit texture. It is, give it a back up there to see. And it has that same kind of stretch. So again, this is the Zarina textured top and taupe. This one's retailing for $60. And then for the Dylan wide leg flowy pants in taupe, these ones are going to be retailing for $80. And once again, they come in the full deck size range of extra small to 2X. And we are all wearing our typical sizes. So Christine in the extra small, Carrie in the medium, Melissa in the X, and myself in the 2X. So everyone also of note, all four of us wore this matching sizes top and bottom. We didn't, size up on the bottom and size down in the top or anything. We all wore the same size for both pieces in the set. So again, the top, the Zarina is $60, and then the pants here, the Dylans are going to be retailing for $80. Something to note, there is no pockets. I keep doing this. There is no pocket to put here, but I mean for a lounge pant, that's not out of the ordinary for these ones. So again, these ones are going to be launching not tonight, tomorrow night, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time with all of the other Dex launches. And there is also a the Nature Walk pin tuck blouse in Cole does also come in plus sizes. It's just not on my rack anymore for some reason, but that one did work for me, and I did wear my usual 2X index for that one. Okay, let us move on to Thursday. I think Thursday was another situation where I had just a pair of jeans. Yes, it was. So I will go put those jeans on. I'm just going to leave this top on for now, and then I will be back. Oh, there's two buttons. I was so confused for a second because I undid the button and then the like fly didn't open. I'm like, what is happening? Oh, second button. There we go. Okay. Just kind of tuck that in so we can see everything. There we go. So for Thursday, we have these Judy Blue jeans here. These, oops, I lost signal for a second. There we go. These are the Judy Blue high-rise tinted mid-wash flares in long, aka the Erics. Okay, I was wondering because these ones are like, it's hard to see with the angle sometimes, but like they're like less than an inch off the ground for me. They're like a centimeter off the ground, so these have to be like 33 and a half, I'm guessing, in terms of length. They're 33 at a minimum, probably 33 and a half to 34. These are definitely long. So again, these are the Erics. These ones are going to be retailing for $109, and they're available in sizes 0 through 15, and then 14W through 22W. So we are missing the top size for Judy. I'm not sure why. They just either didn't send or didn't make it in this pair of jeans, I'm not sure. But we do have it in sizes 0 through 22W. For everyone else, wore their typical size in these. So Christine in the 3, Carrie's in the 9, Melissa's in the 14, but I ended up going with the 20W instead of my typical 18W. I'm still kind of in the transitionary phase between, because I used to be like very much a true 20, and now I'm like 90% of the time I'm a true 18W, but there's still the odd time. This kind of pair of jeans is exactly the scenario when I do have to size up to a 20. These ones, especially with this double button situation, the waist on these, even in the 20, is quite snug on me. It's interesting though, because it's not everywhere. Like we can see at the top of the waistband I have struggled, but there's this seam that goes around from like because it has this wider waistband from the double button here, and then it's this bottom seam here is where the limiting happens, like right above the pocket here. Like we can see if I pull, we're getting stretch here, but then there's this seam on the side. I wonder if I step to the side so you can see in white. The seam on the side is where it does not want to stretch. So because of this bottom seam here, I did have to size up to the 20. I am happy though, because for me, usually when I size up to the 20, I get a lot of extra fabric in this kind of like hip and upper thigh area. And there is a little bit here you can see, like everywhere else in the jean, I definitely would prefer my 18, but sizing up to the 20 didn't make it so that this is like so much extra fabric that they're unwearable or anything like that. But I did definitely have to size up to accommodate this tight seam around the waistband for this pair of jeans. So for these jeans themselves, I am really happy that we are finally getting a long flare that are truly long. I feel like we've had a couple other pairs that say long, but then when I put them to my long test, they're still a couple inches too short. And these ones, like, they're not touching the ground, but these are the closest we have come so far to having a flare that's actually long enough for me, which means that for most folks, even other tall friends like myself, these are going to be pretty dang awesome. So they are this kind of like light to medium wash. We have a little bit of whiskering here on the front pockets and quite a bit of fading on the thighs. And then if I turn around to the back, we do have these fun button flap pockets too. They're a little bit like more on like the countryside, which with the flare jean I think is a really fun touch. These are going to look fantastic with both cowboy boots or just like normal boots in general, and these are going to be absolutely stunning. No physical distressing on these ones. It is just the style of the jean and then the little bit of fading and stuff with the wash. So again, these are the Judy Blue High Rise tinted mid-wash flares or the Erics. These ones are long. $109 for these ones, size 0 through 22W. And most of us took our typical size, but if you are like me and your waist is your limiting measurement, I would recommend sizing up in the waist if that is somewhere where you struggle, because I absolutely needed to size up in the 20. The 18 was like, I couldn't even do them up. So if you do need to size up for your waist occasionally, this is a pair where you will absolutely need to size up for the waist. Oh, I actually have one more thing I can try on. I have a Artie style cardigan that's launching on Thursday that technically is extra small to large, but just because Artie style, especially with cardigans and stuff, are usually pretty generous. So we wanted to see how the large worked on me, and it is definitely working for me. So this, I'll do this one fairly quickly, but this is the Artie style Asha long sleeve V-neck cardigan in black. This one's going to be retailing for $69. Size is extra small to large, like I mentioned, but they are very accommodating sizes. So Christine takes the extra small, Carrie went with the medium, Melissa went with the large, but as we can see, I'm also wearing the large and it looks great. It's not coming like fully around and hanging off me the same way, where it's a little bit more oversized on the other girls, but still very, very, very wearable, very cute, and you can definitely size down and make this one work if you are in plus sizes. So I just wanted to throw this one on and show it off a little bit. So again, that is on Thursday that we have the flare jeans and this cardigan. Okay, and then we have nothing for the Friday daily drop that's going to work for plus. So with that, I'm going to move straight on to the ampersand launch that is happening on Friday evening at 8 p.m. We have they might be in now, but when I looked at the iPad before, we only had one of the two sets that was up. So I won't necessarily have all the info for everything in terms of pricing and whatnot, but we will have that information closer to the actual launch date. But I do at least want to try stuff off and show it off, especially the pants, just because whenever there's like new styles like this for ampersand, styles we haven't had before, I always like to make sure that I try them on so that we can have a good reference point of, okay, if I wear this in this thing from ampersand, do I wear the same size in that thing? I mean, it's pretty rare for me to wear anything other than a 3X in ampersand, but there's the odd time when I can get away with 2X and stuff, so it is still worth trying for sure. Okay. There we go. My hair is a little frazzled, but not as bad as I thought it would be, that's for sure. All right, let's move on to Friday. We'll see how much info I have in the iPad at this point. Yeah, so we have a very purple launch for the Friday daily drop. Like I said, none of it is coming in plus, but it is very cute. I have the hoodie information, and then I have information for a different set of pants, but not this specific pair. So I'll give the information that I can. So this one that I'm wearing currently, this is the Ampersand University hoodie in pink and powerful. This one's going to be retailing for $82, which is the typical price for Ampersand hoodies. Sizes extra small through 3X. I am wearing a 3X, which is my typical size for everything Ampersand. We've seen the University hoodie before. We know her, we love her. She's got the kangaroo pocket. Checkered stuff is super trendy still, and I love this color palette, especially because this is going to be launching on Valentine's Day. And if you missed out on the like fuchsia and red one that was like this that launched, I feel like this is like a more toned down, like subtle version of that, but still super, super adorable. And then the pants that are coming with are the University the Ampersand wide leg bow comps in pink and powerful. The ones that I'm wearing are not the pink and powerful ones, but I believe these are also wide leg bow comps. So those pants are going to be retailing for $70, which makes me think that these ones will also be retailing for $70, and available in sizes extra small through 3X. I am wearing my typical 3X in these, and they fit fantastically, and again, they're going to be at $70. Again, we've seen me in the University app. We know I'm a 3X tried and true, but what I wanted to talk about more for sure was the fit of the pants, just because I know that with these being a new style, that's where people are going to have more questions. So for these ones, I am in my 3X, and they fit fantastic. They are definitely nice and wide leg. They have that cute little bow on the bottom. This one came untied, so I just need to tie it back up again. But they do have that cute little bow detail, and then there is a little bit of like a slit at the ankle there. You can kind of see it, to just give you a little bit of room for shoes or slippers or whatnot. And then for the waistband, there is no drawstring, but it is this really nice wide elastic waistband. It is black, so it's hard to see, but if I get a little bit closer, there we go, we can see. Oh, sorry, Instagram. I don't know why. The lighting's been really weird on this phone. Like whenever I get close, it's like, I don't know how to do color correcting, so I'm gonna... There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but it does not like when I get close to the phone. It's like, stay back. But it does have that really nice wide waistband. It's very, very similar to the waistband on the wide leg joggers that came with the performance fleece sets that we got last year. There was the black set, the pink set, and the purple set that came with the high-waisted, like, wide leg joggers that had that really nice thick waistband. Those ones did have a drawstring with them, but honestly the waistband itself, the elastic was so strong that like the strings are just kind of there for decoration at this point. So this feels like the same kind of wide, like super elastic waistband, just without the drawstrings. I'll say this one's maybe a tiny bit less constrictive. It could also just be that I've lost a bit of weight since those launched, and so they don't feel quite as tight, but like the ones that I wear at home, like they still feel a little bit more stud than this. So I would say they're very similar to that, just maybe not quite as like suck you in super stiff elastic, but still a really nice solid, like well holding elastic. So I would definitely say true to size for your typical Ampersand for these pants. I'm in my 3X. I could potentially size down to a 2X, but I like how roomy they are. I think if I were in a 2X, they might be a little bit tighter on my booty, which is not my favorite for something like a lounge pant like that. So I would say true to size for these ones. And again, I don't have the black ones in the iPad yet, but the matching checkered pink and white ones that are the bow tie comfs. See, it's a weird word too, because it's like comfy, but just comf. So COMPF, it's a weird word to say, or COMF, like it's a weird word, but comfs. They're going to be retailing for $70, so I'm assuming that the black pair with the fun kind of like piping stripes down the side are going to be retailing for the same as well. So again, the Ampersand launch, we'll have more details for exactly what is launching closer to, but that's going to be launching on Friday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We do have some more like cozy, comfy loungewear launching on Saturday as well, but those pieces are only in straight sizes. There's no plus. So with the ampersand launch concluded, that is everything for me today. Thank you everyone that tuned in and said hello and joined. My name is Michelle. I am the 3X model here at Lavender and Lace Boutique. I typically wear a 3X top and bottom, an 18W in Judy Blues, occasionally a 20. And then for height reference, I am 6'1", very tall, so I try to talk about length and stuff when I can. I try on all of the pieces that Lavender and Lace launches that are available in plus size, and I do that at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time every week. So if you want to see what kind of new cute stuff you're getting for plus next week and the week after that and the week after that, you can find me the same place you found me today, here on Facebook and Instagram. All right, have a great day everyone. Bye-bye. Sorry Instagram, I'm going to turn weird colors for a second. Oh, now it decided it doesn't want to do it anymore. All right, well, thanks everyone. Bye.